You doing today? My movie mystics, my darlings, my movie mystic darlings. Hope it's a great day for you. So I've got a series of TIFF reviews this week. I'm actually really happy to get back to this. I've got so much content to get through, but I don't want to neglect these reviews. I think it's a lot of fun to do them. So I've got three of them. It's, as we know, it's a very big week in American politics, and I thought it'd be kind of neat to get a little political here. So we're talking about media outlet Vice. Maybe you know them, maybe you don't. So I want to talk to you about this documentary called Vice is Broke. All right. Vice is Broke is more layered and perhaps comprehensive a documentary than I thought it might be. My prediction was that it would praise some people and demonize Gavin McInnes. It is actually quite critical of Shane Black in some ways that are good, and in some ways that seemed a little disgruntled. It is made by former Vice personality Eddie Wong, and it is a little too much of a vendetta. I guess it felt a little too personal for me. He focuses on his woes with the company more than I'd like him to. If he has owed money, then I guess others are, so why not include them in the conversation as much as you? What's funny is that Gavin is interviewed, although it is scary and bizarre, while Shane is not. It makes you wonder a bit, what the heck is going on with these people? They sure aren't what they used to be. I remember Vice in all its incarnations, and I believe that they fundamentally changed in the Vice News era in 2014, 2015. Some of those documentaries from Ukraine were interesting, as well as their ISIS documentary. The stuff always has issues. They got a little co-opted, it seems, by the same forces that they apparently were above and dunking on. There are very good reasons why they fell apart, and all of that is summarized here. Yeah, so I do feel like Vice came in with very alt energy, but I think maybe their ethnographies, like their travel videos, maybe were a little racist. At the time, you're just sort of swept up by how like charismatic the hosts are, but they do sort of lean in on the sensational elements of different cultures. And then they, were supposed to be so alternative, so different, and then they just basically, they got bought by Time Warner, and which also owns CNN, and they sort of sounded like a CNN for young people, which maybe you like that, maybe you don't, but I don't think that was the original energy of what made Vice successful in the early 2000s. And so I remember stuff like this. Magazines like Adbusters, magazines like Vice, the DVDs, the Vice DVDs, it was cool. It kind of came and went. They're still around, but it's just not what it used to be. And seeing a documentary about this at TIFF, like a really thoughtful one, was fire. And so I gave it 4.5 stars. I do have, I put into my criticisms that things seem a little too personalized here from Eddie's point of view. And like a little crusty, but that's okay. That's okay too. I did enjoy this documentary quite a bit, and maybe you've heard of Vice. You probably heard of Vice. You're probably my age or around my age. But if you haven't, heck, Vice is Broke. Whenever it comes out, is a good one to check out. So hopefully this enticed you to watch it. Maybe even check out Vice or Vice News itself. Anyways, that's it for me. Get more reviews on Wednesday and Friday. We're going to talk about the Ukraine. We're going to talk about Israel. Oh my God, I'm going to get beat up. But until then, take care, guys. Y'all.